Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, Russian attack on Ukraine again overnight. They launched some drones on Ukraine and especially over Kiev. So I have two articles coming from the same source, Ukrainska Pravda, and a map coming from the Russians. So let's get started. So, Ukrainian air defenses destroy nearly 10 Russian targets over Kiev and its outskirts. All right, so that's Kiev. This is November 19th, 2023. Let's see if they're going to tell us out of many. Nearly 10 out of how many? This is what? Patriot systems or something? I don't think they are. No, they're not. They're Russians. Serhiy Popko, head of Kiev City Military Administration. Hey, by the way, where is Mr. Klitschko? And anybody saw Mr. Klitschko? Anybody heard from Mr. Klitschko lately? And if not, why not? Well, I have a little theory here. I think Klitschko is on the same spot as Zaluzny will be pretty soon, which is discredited. By whom? By the good leader, by the good Ukrainian leader. All right, here it is. So Serhiy Popko, head of the Kiev Popcorn, head of Kiev City Military Administration, has reported that Ukrainian air defense forces have hit about 10 Russian targets over Kiev and its outskirts during a Russian drone attack overnight. I will show you on, I will go on Ukrainska Pravda after I'm reading these articles, and we're going to look for Klitschko to see if you find any article on Klitschko. About a year ago, more than a year ago, you used to see Klitschko maybe every other day on one or two articles, especially when Kiev was attacked. Now, nothing. When that little incident with the shelter's doors being locked in one shelter location where a mother and two children were killed during the bombardment, the Russian attack, and he was called by the good Ukrainian as maybe you are a traitor. Zipped it and nothing about it. He's the Germans people, I think. What's his name? Klitschko. And these guys, the Americans. They all got their own people over there. And I'm quoting, air defense forces and assets destroyed about 10 enemy targets on the territory of Kiev and the city's outskirts. The complete data on the type and the number of the Russian launched targets will be released by the Air Force. So let's see, this was released at what? 5:28 a.m. No, 5:28 a.m., my friends, is about now here, because this is not Kiev time, because if it would be Kiev time, you add about 7 hours to where I'm right now, and it's over the time I am. Right now is 10 o'clock a.m., so this is 5. So Kiev is not 5 hours ahead of Eastern time in Europe, in United States. So this was 5:28 American time. Right, Eastern time. So 5:28 right now. We stand and say they got about 5 hours to update it, and I didn't find any because I just picked this piece of news. The current information indicates no casualties or critical damage in the city. Operational reports are to be updated. Popko noted that the Russians launched many groups of UAVs to target Kiev in waves from different directions, constantly altering their route. And I'm quoting, early reports indicate that Shahed-type loitering munitions were deployed once again, the KCMA chief added. So that's one. The other one is, again, from Ukrainska Pravda. This is from 8:17 a.m. Eastern time on November 19th. Ukrainian air defense forces shot down 15 out of 20 Russian-launched Shahed UAVs overnight. So they updated from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So they got about 3 hours to update. Very good. The Ukrainian air defense forces have shot down 15 out of 20 Russian-launched Shahed kamikaze UAVs over Ukraine on the night of 18 to 19 November. Now it says 15 out of 20, but in the other article they said we don't know. It says where did they say the complete data and number of the Russian launched? Where somewhere they said launched many groups of UAVs to target Kiev waves from different directions. And here they say it's only Shahed. Early reports indicate the Shahed type loitering munition were deployed once again. So okay, that's what it is. I thought they said there's multiple kinds, and now they come only with Shahed. And I'm quoting, the enemy attacked our country once again using Shahed kamikaze UAVs. On the night of 18-19 November, 15 out of 20 enemy drones were downed. End quote. The Russian launched a drone attack from the north Russia's Kursk Oblast, closer to Kiev. Air defenses were reporting in Kiev, Poltava, and Cherkasy Oblast. We're going to look over that. Russia also launched a drone attack last night, 2 nights ago actually, on the 17th of November. At the time, Ukraine Air Defenses forces had destroyed 29 out of 38 Shaheds during combat operations. So, and here is the information about Kiev. So let's go to the to Ukrainska Pravda and try to look first. Actually, let's go to this first. Let's go to the map. So this is where they launched the Russians now. They start from Kursk to Kiev, closer than coming from the Crimean Peninsula this way somehow. So they come from Kursk right here. And they have Poltava and Cherkasy. That's what they said here, didn't they? Not there. Right here. Kiev, Poltava, and Cherkasy Oblast. So this Cherkasy, Poltava, and Kiev, this like the center. Center, a little bit east. So let's go and see now the beautiful Ukrainska Pravda. Actually, let's go here and see. Maybe we find what's his name, what's his face, right? No, I don't see any. Klitschko, maybe you see him anywhere. And these are the latest news. And you would find, you usually find a picture with him, and I don't see Klitschko. Lieutenant, Pim, Ukrainian forces should see this kind of things. Kiev targets Kiev right here. I don't see. I'm not saying that this thing's just to say, but it's an observation. And the same thing happened with what's his name, Zaluzny last year, in about June or something. So in 2022, when he came out and he made a statement that he needs about 500 tanks in order to conduct a real offensive, and it was in the summer. And then Zelensky immediately came out and said, "What are you talking about? Blah, 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 don't talk," and so on. So he said, "Okay, I'm just going to do my job, fight and win wars," he said. It seems like it's a popularity contest and I should stay out of it. And Zelensky has a big team of public relation guys over there to take care of his image. No wonder, because if you go over his... whenever the Ukrainians post pictures with Zelensky, the 95% of the pictures are like this. Like he's a strong leader with his face as he is Churchill in that famous drunk picture, with the same, like the English bulldog, the same here. He's like a Ukrainian, I don't know, chicken. That one, or he's working on some paper with some military guys over there. He's just... that reminds me of another guy in 1930s and early 40s over, plans with the military surrounding him and money, not. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Let me know when you find Klitschko. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.